Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. Please, if this is your first time, let us know who you are. Let us know your name. Where are you tuning in from? Are you in the United States or are you somewhere around the world? Let us know where in the world you are. Let me make sure that I have everything set up correctly. I'm trying to make sure that you can hear me. Awesome. So I'm very excited about today's show because today's show we're going to talk about, for those of you that are wondering, why aren't you manifesting? We're going to talk about why you may not be manifesting. So that's the first thing. And if this is your first time, let me just go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Evie Diaz. I am an inspirational speaker and author of the upcoming Fab Rich Future Self Journal. And I am the creator of a method called the F.A.B, stands for Feel, Act, and Be Rich, the Rich Future Self. And today, I've been looking at why is it that some people are telling me they're doing everything correctly and yet they're not manifesting what they intend to manifest. And I want to hear from you. What are you intending to manifest? Is it that you want to manifest the perfect, healthy body, the great love relationship, more friends? And I'm sorry, can you hear me better now? Let me see if I put this here, Barbara. Can you hear me better? Please confirm that you can hear me okay. I know I have some background noise, but hopefully this can help you hear better. So, Barbara, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. Love to hear from you. Remind me, Barbara, where in the world you are and where you are tuning in from. I see you're on Facebook. Which of our pages on Facebook? Let me know. And then let me know, what is it that you intend to manifest? I want to hear from you. What do you intend to manifest? If you would be so kind and type in the chat what you would like to manifest. And like I was saying, um, some people say, well, I'm doing everything I think I could do to manifest. So why am I not yet manifesting? So please confirm if you can hear me okay. I hear the sound that you're talking about. Let's see if I shut off some pages here, if that will help. Let me know in the chat, please. And then let's talk about, what have you done? What do you consider to be the right things to do for manifesting that you believe you've been doing correctly and that you're still wondering, well, why the heck aren't my things manifesting? So let me see if I can better now. Let me know if you can hear me better. Let me see. I'm trying to look here on my page. I think that now, can you hear me better now? I think you can hear me better now. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I was just trying to avoid some of the noise in the background, but I appreciate you telling me, Barbara, that you couldn't hear. So let's talk about, what are the right things. So, first of all, let me tell you what's going to happen today. Today, we're going to be talking about what may be happening by you doing a quiz. Now, how many of you like to take quizzes? You like to take a quiz to discover why it may be the reason why you may not be manifesting. And so what I have is, I'm going to put inside of the chat a questionnaire, a quiz, a test, if you will, where I'm asking you several questions. And I want to encourage you to go ahead and click on that quiz and start taking the questions and do the questions. Let's see. So the first question is, how often do you feel positive emotions and feelings of your future self is already manifested? That's one of the first questions. We're going to go through these questions. And the reason why, first of all, last week we talked about wealth being more than money. Wealth. And wealth is different than money. And I shared with you how one of my teachers was talking about this idea of wealth being more than money. And it got me thinking. And I started doing some research, some of which I shared last week in an article and in a research from Charles Schwab. And if you recall, they looked at over 1,000 people to define this idea of wealth and what it meant to be wealthy. And so part of the reasoning, as I understood it, was that money, and if we are talking about it in the United States, we refer it as dollars. Dollars, they may just print a finite amount. Would you agree with that? Yeah, I think that we still have some noise. Let me see if I can fix it with this. I apologize. Why this is happening, I'm not sure, but that's technology. Let me try this again. Hopefully now it'll be better. So we were talking about this idea of, like, if you think of money as dollars, so if you think of dollars as they only print a finite amount of US dollars, let's just say per year. So there is a limited amount. Whereas wealth is a state of consciousness, and it is also, you may have different resources for wealth. Let's see if you can hear me. No. So when we talk about this idea of wealthy, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for those of you who did not join us last Wednesday at 2 p.m., because we are here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. You could take a look at this. Let me move everything around and let me bring the screen over here so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm sharing this research that I found from Charles Schwab. What they did is that they looked at many different wealthy people. I believe they looked at 1,000 adults right here. So 1,000 adults completed this survey, right? And what they were looking at is how they define wealth. And 48% of these people, about half of them, felt very wealthy, and they described their wealth, and their average net worth for those who were feeling wealthy was about 560, which was interesting to me. That's 560,000. Okay? So, my question to you is wealth more than money, first of all? What does being wealthy mean to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then, what does manifesting mean? And do you believe, I'm typing this here, that you are let's see, are a powerful manifester? Please feel free to answer in the chat there. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And this is very important that we look at this, because everything, it's relative to what our beliefs are and what our understanding is. So, what I mean by that is, perhaps for you, right, it may mean that having $1 million is wealthy. And for someone else, doing $250,000 a year is wealthy. And so, for example, for me, wealthy is a combined um, amount of about 1 million to 7 million. And I'll tell you why. And that is because, when I was a little girl, I remember watching the Bionic Woman. And I remember pretending like I could run like her, right? And I told my husband, I said, I'm like the Bionic Woman, you know, I am Possible Woman. And I think of the Bionic Woman as when I was a little girl that I used to watch that show. And then